Guys, we're back. It's episode 3, and we're on the Infinity server, FTB's official server for the Infinity mod pack. Yesterday, when I left you, I just found my first diamond down the passage here. But, despite what I was saying in the episodes, diamond ore is harvest level redstone, which means that I can't mine it with a flint pickaxe, no matter what I try. So, I need to get myself an iron pick, I guess. Okay, that's not a problem. Let's just go down up here, and we're going to collect the iron that we have in the chest up here. There we go. And we're going to collect some of this Certus quartz, and we're going to go up to the top. Now, if you remember in the episode yesterday, I mentioned something about a grindstone. It's from Applied Energistics 2, and we can use it to double our early ore. And that's what we're going to do right now. So, in order to make the grindstone, we need to... Let me just pull up the recipe here from NEI. Okay, it's this here. The quartz grindstone. We're going to need a wooden gear. We're going to need a little bit of smooth stone. And we're going to need some normal stone. So the first thing I need to do whilst we're waiting here is just get ourselves some coal in there, and we might as well cook up. Let's take out that in there. We'll leave one in, and we're just going to cook up ourselves 8 cobblestone, so we make the most of the coal there. And whilst that's cooking up, we're just going to come over to our crafting table here, and we're going to make this wooden cog, which we need. And we also need 3 of the crystals and 2 of the stone. So 3 crystals, we need 2 stone, and then the rest is just smooth stone, which will be cooking up here. We have it there, and we'll place this in here. This is going to make us our quartz grindstone. Now, the quartz grindstone we can just put down here for now. The other thing we're going to need is a handle to actually crank that grindstone. And the handle is just shaped like an upside down L type thing. It's a wooden crank, which we just place on the top here. Hold shift to place it, and that will allow us to do that. If you open up the grindstone, then we've got 3 in sections. This is the one that's processing now, the recipe if you like, and this is the output. So if we put our iron ore in there, we've got a lot of it so far. We're not going to need all of that right now. We're just going to place our iron ore up there, and from there, if I just put this down here, because we don't need this right now, let's just empty that into there. We will start to crank on this. Now this is kind of a manual thing, it takes a bit of time, and you just hold down your right mouse button and that will turn it, and once it's turned 5 or 6 times, if we look inside the grindstone now, it will process that iron ore into 2 iron dust. So 1 iron ore gives you 2 iron dust, and you can then transfer those 2 iron dust into your furnace, and that will process the 2 iron dust obviously into 2 iron bars. So you're doubling up your ores each time, which is kind of brilliant. Now this is a very early game one, so it's a mundane approach. We're going to get this into machines as soon as we possibly can. But for now we will just grind out this. Now I'm not going to sit here and let you watch this handle turn for 5 minutes. So we'll stop the video here. I'll come back in a few minutes and we will hopefully have processed all of this iron ore. Alright guys, I've come back and we've done a load of the processing here. I've got a load of this iron dust and actually stopped halfway through and started the furnace going so that I had some iron on the go there. I'm going to take the iron that I've processed already, there's 25 ingots. And I'm just going to stock that up with a little bit more coal here just to keep that process going. And we are then going to make ourselves this iron pickaxe we're going to need in order to carry on. So I'm going to get our crafting station, I'm going to do a couple of sticks and 3 iron, and we're going to make this iron pick. Now we're only going to need that one iron pick, and that will pretty much sort us out. So in the meantime, I'm now going to go back down. I'm going to start to process or mine some of that material that we couldn't get earlier on, which is just down the road here. But the first thing we're going to get is those precious diamonds, which were just down here. There they are. Now, I'm not making the mistake of just digging that diamond because I don't know what's under that yet. So I just want to make... Is that really one diamond? Oh, that's heartbreaking. It's literally one diamond. That is literally heartbreaking. But, to be fair, one diamond is actually all I need to get started with what I'm doing. So let's get this iron pick and make the most of it. And we'll start to dig out all this redstone and stuff that we also found. So we'll go from here. And we'll get as much of this as we possibly can. And all of this stuff as well, the silver ore here. And these were sapphire, which again, like I said, these can be used for some really cool tools. I've got a bit of coal here. We might as well use this iron pick whilst we've got it. So guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend a little bit of time just mining out this pick. And we'll then, when I come back, we're going to look at upgrading the tool that I've got, the pickaxe I've got. If anything happens in the meantime, I will come back. But for just now, we're going to pause the video and we'll be back in as soon as I've sort of like mined out these area. We're back again, and it's horrible outside. Look at that weather. It's terrible. It's like a typical English day. It's... Ugh. Anyway, we have no time to be sitting here. We've got to crack on. Guys, whilst I was away, I finished off just mining up a few ores down there. And I've literally just gone out and I picked up a little bit of sugarcane as well. And I picked up a couple of ink sacks along the way, which was kind of useful. I'm just going to plant this sugarcane down. However, I do want to keep 3 pieces of it, because I want to make a page. I was thinking about this whilst I was mining. I think what I want to do actually is make a new flint pickaxe and not use this one here. Only because I want an extra modifier and I'm going to use a different handle. So the first thing I'm going to do here is, if we go into our part builder and do the tool rod pattern, I believe that we can use, they say I can use surface quartz, which is a modifier of 1.4. So I'm going to use that, and we'll keep the chunk back. I'll actually make a second surface quartz handle. And then for my tool binding, I'm going to use a piece of paper, just to give me the extra modifier, which I'm going to want later on. And then I'm going to need the flint for the head. And like a boss, I've got, oh, I'm lucky, I've got 2 flint here. So cool. I thought I was going to have to dig out some. But we've got our pickaxe head, and we've got our flint. Let's make that flint head now. And in our tool station, we're going to use the paper binding, surface quartz tool rod, flint pickaxe head. So that's awesome. But then we're going to modify that in the part builder. In the tool station. So we're going to put the flint pickaxe head. We're going to stick a diamond on that straight away. And that's going to give us a massive amount of durability. But then I'm also just going to put, not a lot, a little bit of redstone in there. And a little bit of lapis on there. And we'll let that build up over time. Now the one thing I'm going to need from that then is an emerald. Because we do have one more modifier remaining. And I want an emerald for that modifier. And I'm going to try and get that now. So I'm lucky enough to be in a biome where I should be able to get that quite quickly. Let's just put these up here for now. And we'll head up into the hills here. Because this is where we should find ourselves an emerald. So, let's get up into this Y level here. And we'll dig across from here. Now, I have no idea how long this is going to take me to actually find. Oh, I'll tell you what I will do actually, thinking about this. Before we go into the hill, I'm just going to go back. I want to make a new shovel. But I think what I'll do, rather than using a Tinker's Construct shovel, I'll use up one of those sapphires and make one of those tools that we were talking about earlier. So let me just go to our chest and we'll get a gem out. There you go, there's a sapphire, a couple of sticks, and we'll make a sapphire shovel. Cool. And we'll take that with us. We're not going to need that flint pickaxe anymore now. So we're just going to go in here, and there's a creeper behind us, so I'm just going to block that off, just so he can't get at me. Now, this should be mining level obsidian, which it is, which is great. So this will be able to mine anything we need at the moment. And like I said, I'm hoping that we'll just find an emerald here. That's what I'm specifically after. And it won't take too long. So in the meantime, as we're mining, I'll cut the video here and we'll be right back. Hello guys, I'm back again and we've just done a little bit of exploring. I came down to Y level 25 here. Apparently emeralds will spawn anywhere between Y levels 4 and 32. We did a little bit of exploring down here. We didn't have to go very far, but there we are right in front of us there. There's emeralds there, so we're going to grab that. And that's awesome. That's all we needed was just the one emerald for now. So we can head back up to base. And I'll stay on video here while we go back. That's people just saying later, logging off the game. As you can see, we didn't have to go too far here just to find our emerald. It was a bit of a tunnel down, but that's okay. Because we're in the crag biome, this is from Biomes of Plenty and it's registered on the biome register as being part of like an extreme hills biome. So we'll just head up back up to the top here now. Only taking a second. And then we can head back to our base once we've done that. We did find a little bit of a dark area along the way here. I haven't really explored it. Oh, it looks like there's an exit out there actually. Let's just go out there and see where it takes us. There you go. So, anyway, I just wanted to see where that took us. We'll carry on back up to the top where we were. Thinking about it actually, I am going to go back down. And I know I've just come up, but the reason I'm going to go back down is because I do actually want another emerald. I'm going to need one shortly for another tool that I plan to make. The next phase to this, now that I've got this pickaxe, is I want to make a Tinker's Construct hammer. And I'm going to make it out of cobblestone. So we went that way that time. So this time we'll go down this way, I think. And yeah, while we're doing this, I can kind of talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to make a cobblestone hammer. And again, for those of you... Oh, look at that. That was... Look, pure luck. Pure luck. We found an emerald right there. And that's awesome. So, we can now go back up and out again. It will just... These cobblestone tools are really cheap to repair. It's like flint. I'm kind of thinking, actually, I made a mistake with that flint pickaxe, didn't I? I should have made that out of cobblestone. You know, in hindsight, I should have made that out of cobblestone. Well, you live and learn every day. And I'm sure the comments were probably yelling at me for not doing that. But it's okay. It's all good. So, we're now out. I think what I'll do, just very briefly, is just knock down that and that. And we'll just plant them. Then we're going to come over to our part builder. No, sorry, the tool station. We'll whack in our flint pickaxe. Which I'm going to need to repair up. I don't think this makes a difference, but just in case, I'll repair it up first and then I'll put the emerald on. Okay, so we'll get that flint. That definitely should have been. Okay, so that's going to give us extra durability as well. So that's going to last for a good long time then. 1108. Cool. So our next goal then is to make the hammer, and we should be close to making that almost straight away. There is a couple of things I'm going to need to get in the meantime, and we'll go and explore for them right now. But let's just empty this out into here, and we're going to have to sort out our chests as well very shortly. So, in order to proceed, like I said, I want to make the hammer, and for that I'm going to need a couple of things. And the first few things I'm going to need are right here. That is gravel and sand. And the other one might be a bit harder to find if we're not lucky, and that will be clay. There's no clay here, so we didn't get that lucky, did we? No. Okay. Let's go see if we can find some clay. We'll take a walk over here. Have a look in the rivers around us. So that's some dirt. There you go, look at that clay right next to us. Right. And that should be plenty. For what I need right now, that should be more than enough. Okay, cool. Fantastic. We're just going to go back over here. So yeah, the thing we're looking to make here is grout. So if we go into our crafting station and we'll split that into piles like that, and we're going to need some sand, and we're going to need some gravel. I'm probably going to need a bit more sand than that actually. Yeah. Let's go and just dig up a little bit more sand, because that's not going to be enough for what I need. There we go. That should be enough now. Because we don't need a lot at this stage. We're only looking to make a couple of bricks. So, let's crack that open again. And do that. And do that. And that now should be plenty for what I need at this point. And whilst that's processing, I think we'll organise our chests a little bit. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay. I've just very quickly sorted out the chests a little bit there. And in the background, I see something I want. I see an Enderman. I am going to actually go to the extent of making a iron sword at this point. And I'm going to just try and cheat kill this Enderman. So in order to do that, what I want to do is just build a little platform that's 3 high. Then I can look at the Enderman and he can't kill me. And we've got our ender pearl. Jackpot! That's awesome. That's exactly what I wanted, was that ender pearl. Alright, there's a creeper there. Oh, there's a touch of server lag there, but we're okay. Bentley's laughing at me now. Oh, and now there's a creeper underneath me. I did see him out the corner of my eye there. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Oh, there's a witch there. That's not so awesome. Let's see if we can just tempt this witch forward. Oh. Let's get out of here. Run away. Run away. Absolutely run away. That way. There's a zombie over there. Ah! No! Get away from me! Get away! Some witch is gonna get me. No. Oh, let's get into the mine if we can. Shut the door and take a deep breath. And just wait. I'm not going out there just yet. We're gonna wait to get our health back, I think. Guys, I expect we're probably getting close to wrapping up point on this episode. So I'm going to let my health regenerate. And we will come back tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be in a little bit better situation. It must be getting close to time on this episode, I reckon. If it's a bit of a short, I apologise. If it's a bit long, again, I also apologise. But tomorrow we will make our Tinker's Construct Hammer. And then things should start to go a little bit quicker, I hope. At that point, I want to start making a few little machines and some farms and stuff like that. Hopefully we should be able to get a lot more done in that episode, though. For those of you that have watched this episode, thank you very much. And if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, stick them up below. Bye!